Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more Ocean of Flame by Nappy 3. Last time, we did 3 smallish dungeons, died a bunch, inventory wiped some more, fought our way through hordes of silverfish. We did all of the tunnel section, that is, down below the lava here. We found that there's another way down by the wall box, down in that structure over there, that leads onward to the next few dungeons. And then I tempted fate and everything blew up. But not me. We got away from it that time. In between, I went down, I gathered up all of the gold. None of that was trapped. That was uneventful enough a journey. Did a bit more grinding. Obviously, as you can see, I'm still doing it. Also, as you may be able to tell, we had a creeper appear in the grinder. And I was not prepared for such a thing. Fortunately, it didn't actually manage to break this spawner, but we have a little bit of rebuilding that I've had to do. Also got another partially broken power 2 bow off of these guys. They're dropping an awful lot of those. That's the third bow that we've gotten with power 2. Don't know why that's quite so common. But it is. We also got a pair of iron leggings with Prod 4, wherever I put them. Here they are. But as you can see, we're going to need an anvil before we can do anything with that. That would be a very nice thing to have, if only I had an anvil. We don't have quite enough iron to spend it on that kind of thing, sadly. Just trying to get up to level 30 here a quick second. I'm also tempted to just leave this sign here by the grinder. That way I'm not going to accidentally place it, and it is proving a fairly valuable item for killing skeletons without worrying about durability. Sure, you. Go in there. Right. Let's see. We have 30 levels. What do I want to enchant? Let's see. What are the options? Unbreaking 3. That's not bad. Unbreaking 3 again. Unbreaking 3. Or Prot 3. Let's go for the leggings. Blast Prot 4 and Breaking 3. Sure, I'll happily take that. Pretty situational, but we have run into quite a few areas with creepers, so I will happily take that. Got one leather helmet. I did go back for the rest of the chain armor as well, as you can see. We collected that. Now, what do I want to do in terms of boots and spare chest plate? I think I'll use some of this newly collected gold. And I think good for everything else. We have no potions. Potions would be very nice, but we have no potions. I could make some more gapples as well, potentially. We don't have that much gold. Hello, people in the... How the heck did you get over that bridge? Hello? Excuse me? That's supposed to be mob-proof. How the what? Have skeletons learned to jump now? Excuse me? That should not be a thing. Hello, people in the chat, Gizmo or Cottage Cheese. Whoop. Being killed by natural spawns. Well, there goes those 27 levels. Why? Why does everything do so much damage on hard mode? Right, let's get the creeper away from my stuff. Why are you after me? Did I do anything to you? No. How are so many things spawning up here? Have we heard of honeypots? What the? There's like no dark space on this island. How are things spawning here? How did you get here? Where did you come from? Tell me, for I do not know. Oh, that skeleton is extremely dead. Gimme my stuff. Gimme my stuff! Ugh. Eh. Well, isn't this a start? Well, isn't this a something? Yes, yes. Get the spider to attack the skeleton. Where are you going? In the lava. Well. Hmm. Hmm! This is ridiculous. I should have just waited till daytime. It wasn't that much longer. Blow up. Where's my shield back? So we have that. Do I need to just make a much more proper wall? But this little bridge doesn't appear to be doing the trick. Maybe I need a door or something. Some trapdoors, perhaps. Give me that gold. Right, well, I appear to have lost my fancy iron sword. And my bow. And my random stone axe, but nobody cares about that. Can make another one of those easily enough. Anyway, before that nonsense happened, how is the cat? The cat is good. The cat was running randomly up and down the stairs earlier. Zoomies. Cat go meow. Cat often go meow. Hey, does cat go meow in here? Don't know. Just cat things. Cat has a large outside that it can go meow around, but no. Chooses to run up and down the stairs instead. Cat go quick. Cat go quick. Really no sign of the iron sword? Well then. Yeah, we have a lot of very broken armor in here. I'm kind of hoping that we would have anvils at some point, but I am becoming increasingly discouraged that that's actually going to happen. Oh well. Let's carry on anyway. Blocks, blocks, blocks. I have some blocks. I have a sufficient number of blocks. I have not many, but I have enough. Doopy-doopy-doo. Right. Oh yes, also a feather turned up. A feather was brought forth by the cat. And then promptly attacked. A lot. Large feather. We're talking pigeon feather here. Cat stuff. Cat stuff. I am hoping we'll get a larger deposit of iron and maybe some diamond at some point. We're definitely going to get some diamond at some point because we need a diamond block, which requires that the map give out at least some diamond. Anyway, last time we got to around here-ish. Dungeon 11. Probably just need to run in and plonk down a whole load of light. Much light required. I'm glad that everything appears to have despawned anyway. Really? Stop that. Uh-oh. I hear a... Yep. Hear a creeper being shot. So, yep. That happens. Torch, 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 torch. Torch. Dodge. Block. Get turned around. Got him. Hello, drop cave spiders. Hey, there's some diamonds. Yeah, let's just block that one up. Purple wool. Nice, lots of diamonds there. I'm still trying to wait on a fortune pick, but I might just give up on that at some point. Let's leave the spawners here for the moment and come back when we are maybe a little bit closer to level 30. That way I can make use out of them. There are a lot here, though. 20 in total, I think. If I can math correctly. Well, that sounds right. Should be a substantial number of levels. Hello. it's bright enough to still spawn things right here. Yeah, This is an old-school style of map, where I have to do things like grind. Was kind of hoping you'll blow all of those up. Nope. Hide back behind the wall, eat the food. Don't place block on wall. Torch. Torch is also block. Torch counts as block. What happened to my helmet? I know it was a leather one, but I didn't think it was quite that undurable. But apparently it is. Was. Okay, this loops around to somewhere I've blocked off. Torch. Oh, it's nice to have maps of different styles every once in a while. I do like the more fast-paced, less grindy, modern CTM hack-and-slashy stuff. But it is nice to get a more old-school map once in a while. Change of pace and all. Okay, lock you off. Hey, creepers. You'll notice I'm doing the left thing again. I might just stop mentioning it. Everybody knows my method of navigating mazes at this point. Not like it's anything especially uncommon. Gotcha. Also, this really just demonstrates that you can make this style of map competently much quicker. Because I believe this map was made in a week. Quite a long map for something made in a week, and that's majorly by virtue of the fact that everything is so simple, and there's no fancy items, there's no fancy aesthetics. And yet it's still fun. That's a long way down. Touch. There's a lot of corridors here. Doing. Okay, we lost the chest plate. Torch. Back around the corner. Try not to use the shield too much, because you will note. This is Losing durability quickly. And that's a drop creeper, unless I'm very much mistaken. This corridor appears to be trapped. Wang. Oh, the good old unnoticeable, undodgeable trap. Whee! That was more than 7 creepers. I wonder what will run out first. The stream's runtime or these baked potatoes. Maybe I should have grinded more of them. I'm also running out of coal. Which I didn't really expect to be a thing. We're given plenty of it. I'm just losing lots and lots of torches. Alright, well. Let's use the rest of the gold, then. Ding, 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 ding. And I need a shield, definitely. Shields OP. And I would like an axe as well. I'm running low on stone. Maybe partially due to the fact that I'm using a bunch of them as my building blocks right now. Maybe I should be using planks instead. Yeah, that looks fine. Download Unity and make games. Ugh. Use an empty edit filter to make a fractal, and then hide walls around it and start the player in creative mode. Postmodernism. Clearly, all future CTM maps should be turn-based tactical battlers. Last Wish too. Plug for Cooley in the chat there. At least I think that's what it is. Something like that. Slay the Spire CTM? We've already had one. Rock and Red made it. I played it not that long ago. I mean, it is themed after Slay the Spire, at least. It doesn't really play anything much like it. But it's themed after it. The closest we've got is CTM the card game, which also isn't much like it. They just both use cards. That's really the only similarity. Your last gift is probably more similar. Thinking about it. The spawners are still up there, ready to drop creepers on me. There's nothing even in this room! All those creepers and it's a lootless room. Boring old room. A room purely of doom. Well, that wasted a whole load of stuff for absolutely nothing. Lovely. Let's try this direction instead. Dungeon 12 Creeper Room. I just had one of those, thanks. Oh, yes. Mmm. Yes. What do I even do about this? I don't think whatever I'm doing here is going to work. I'm also really not sure how else I go about even entering this room. Yes, hi. I think there's a bunch of bedrock walls up there as well, so I can't just go along the rafters. That isn't gonna work. Yeah, Well... whatever method I choose to go with, I think I'm gonna need more blocks for it. I think you can maybe kind of tell what I'm trying to accomplish. But yes, I do not have enough blocks to do that kind of thing right now. Let's try going in the other known direction as a thing. Okay, so I know for a fact there's nothing that way. What about this way? What is this way? Torch, 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 torch. Kaboom. Oh. And blow up the sign off the chest. How will we ever know what the chest contains now? It's not like we can just open it. But really, I do like the sand and sign on top of chest thing just because of nostalgia reasons, but you gotta admit, it never really made that much sense. Just look at what's inside the chest! You don't need a sign to tell you what you're about to see 1 second later. And what's inside the chest is good stuff. Sure. It's not good enough stuff that I'm too worried about losing it, though. This is takeable stuff. Easily usable stuff. I hear a witch. That is not good. Okay. What do be down the spiral staircase of doom, then? The final 3 wool are found down here. Dig here. I will. Dungeon 13. Amazing. Well, we appear to have our classic brown wool. What was I saying about honeypots? I can see things actively spawning. Hard mode, please. Hard mode, why? Well, let's get some blocks. We do need them anyway. Bitstream good. Right, what I think I want to do is not get stuck fighting these like this. Too late. What I think I want to do is run across to the opposite corner of the room, block myself in, and then staircase up on the other side. Possibly led it to breaking more blocks. Like so. Hello, down there. This is kind of like a natural mob grinder. Hello, random spider that happens to have strength because hard mode. Get out of here. Maybe I should just stick to being inside the wall. What is this? Is this the E? I think this is the second E. Unless I'm very much mistaken. No, this is the Z. What's the box again? Further down from here. Thrilling gameplay, digging through a wall, but I need the blocks anyway. Is this about the right Y level? Maybe a little bit lower. Oh yes. This seems about right. Eh. And right, my previous copy of the purple wall blew up. Well, not like that one was a long dungeon at all. That's easy enough to re-get. It's a lot of spiders that are now spawned in my way. I'm going to be very boring. But again, I need these blocks anyway to deal with the creeper dungeon, so it's not like I'm wasting my time here. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, adventure mode CTMs are weird. I would claim to generally dislike that kind of thing, but also I really, really like Terror Restore, so yeah. If I made that claim, I would be lying, clearly. Yoink. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you and you right there. 15 baked potatoes. Okay. Yeah, it is a real shame that Terror Restore 2 was never completed. Because what we got from that was very good. Did I want to block off that? Where am I? Am I getting myself turned around here? It was this way, right? Yeah, I just turned back too early. Hmm. Alright, well. I'll tell you what I should be doing. Should be using the bedrock wall at the side of the area to my advantage. Oh, yes. Ah, yes, he says. Ah, yes. That works much better. Ah, yes. Boo! Nice creeper. Good AI. This map's weird. I'm clearly making progress, because the dungeons are very small. And I'm continually getting more objectives. It also feels like I'm dying a bunch and losing items every 5 minutes. Which is, strange. It's an odd combination. Give me my stuff before it all blows up again. That. The blocks, the food. I do not have the bow. I don't really need it for this area anyway. You rushed the creeper dungeon? Who are you and what have you done with Overbolt? Give me my sword back. Creeper in the floor. Woo. Twang, twang, thwank. Whoop. Okay. Yep, you blowing up is absolutely fine. Absolutely, positively fine. I'm glad I didn't stick with my tunnel through the middle of the area approach. That would have been daft. This is working much better. Have I learnt nothing? Stop saying stuff like that in this map. All proceeds to go wrong when I say stuff like that. Hello, we got skeletons out here. Adds a slight extra complication to the proceedings. Not a massive one, though. Okay, and we're through the room. This should be blue, then, I believe. Yes, indeedy. Iron armor. Food. That is indeed food. Not great food, but food. Cool. Good stuff. Should I just take enough diamonds with me? The diamond block. Should I just abandon my dreams of getting a fortune pick? No. No. I'm not quite ready to abandon my dreams quite yet. Maybe soon. Soon TM. I've gone the wrong way. Do we reckon these hay bales are going to be trapped somehow? Maybe not. That'll do. Let's not tempt fate by breaking the others now that I've said that line. That will do. Is food enough for me? If they are trapped, you may want a hay bale out of there. Dudunch. You know, I had bad internet at the farm the other day, but I moved my router into the barn, and now I have stable Wi-Fi. I don't remember where that joke came from now. Somewhere. It's the bad joke shop. Anyway. It's daytime at least, so don't need to worry about any natural mobs up on the island. What was the last thing? Right, the grass block that I was told not to worry too much about. Just 4 objectives left then. And we have the ability to get the diamond block easily enough. I just really, really want fortune. Really, 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 really want fortune. Wheat. 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 It's a fair bit of bread. Got the blocks. Got the lack of storage space. Need more torches. Running out of coal. Also, I probably need some ladders or something to get down that massive hole that I'm gonna go down next. Let's convert all of this wood into ladders. That should, hopefully, be enough. Those. Everything else looks okay, I think. Hello. Yes. Gonna need to gather some coal at some point from somewhere. Which a Fortune 3 pick would also be very helpful for. Maybe someday, if we just believe hard enough. Through the building, down the hole. Through the box, down the ladder. Maybe I should take those chests at some point. They are easy enough chests to grab. I am running out of storage space. Ugh, a spiral staircase. At least it's not a tiny little 3x3 one. Could be worse, could be worse. Right. Which side do I want to go down on then? This looks extremely sketchy, by the way. May I just say. Yeah, well, that didn't work. Hmm. 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 ladders. If only I had a water bucket. Or skill. Fortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to be getting either of those things in this map. What's the death counter at now? I dread to look. I dread to think. It was at 13 the last time I looked. I'm sure it's gone up significantly since then. Yep, I placed all the ladders against that wall, apparently. Or at least some of them. We do have some ladders here. Just not necessarily in the right places. It's low enough down. It's low enough down. Right, well. It was just a bit of a time waster, really. Didn't cost anything. Costed nothing but time. That. These go there. Block goes here, and up we go. Ladder properly this time. Ascension. There we go. I'm gonna take out these other blocks that I've left scattered around, primarily just so things do not spawn on them. I don't care about cleaning up this tunnel, I just care about things not spawning on these blocks. And you, jump down. Can spawn. Don't even need to place that there. Nothing can spawn down here. This is all bedrock. Mobs do not actually spawn on bedrock. Green wool do be this way. Dungeon 14, Death Bridge. Huh. We appear to have found the diamonds. Interesting. There's a lot of them. Here's where they all were. Getting to that box in the middle, though, that is going to be a problem. Problem that is probably going to involve me needing to gather up many, many, many more blocks. Again. Because I'm really not sure how to deal with that. Aside from blocks. And judicious quantities of diamond armor that I'm about to be able to acquire. Where's that fortune pick suddenly became significantly less important? Eh. Well then. Well then. Suddenly diamonds. What's the blast resistance of diamond blocks? Hmm. Bridging the diamond blocks moment. Highly thonkable. Incredibly, incredibly thonk. But maybe? There should be more than enough diamond blocks for any conceivable purpose. Well, I'm gonna need some more blocks before I deal with anything else in this area. Let's maybe have a look in the other direction. See if there is anything moderately more instantly dealable with looking. Rock bottom. Again, it's looking like I'm gonna need lots and lots of blocks. Well, sounds to me like it's block gathering time. Sounds like thrilling stuff, doesn't it? That's a nice sign you have there. It would be a shame if something happened to it. 17 ladders. I need more ladders. I need more ladders to break up out of this room and not have to take the spiral staircase every time. Because I feel like we may go up and down that room a lot. Potentially. More ladders will be required. But for that I need more wood. We really never got any extra dirt in this map from anywhere. And I've gone the wrong way again. This is the wrong way. Corridor, too long, too wrong. It's generally not the right way. Maybe if I tunnel through this wall, it'll lead me to the same place, and I can use that in the future. I need the blocks anyway. May as well shortcut my way through. And we're onto the bread. Yep, you can dent my armor all you like now. That has suddenly become perfectly fine. Oh, howdy. Oh, howdy. We got some diamond blocks. One of them's for the monument. It's over on my left. And this song does not rhyme. This is a map for an old game version. This is 1.12. It is a much more classic styled map, where I've had to do things like grinding. Is there a background cat? Not around here. Storm doesn't really talk, anyway. Ted talked a lot. Storm meows occasionally, but it is a rarity. He talks little. Sure. Throw that in there. And suddenly diamonds. Suddenly everything is diamonds. Yeah, we have a skeleton grinder here. And I cannot remember the last time I had to make one of these. Like, I mentioned it a fair bit, and it doesn't usually end up happening, because I don't usually need to, and in this case we did very much need to. I really need more wood. What do I not need? All of this junky gold is no longer required at this point. Ah yes, it could only be better if we rebuilt it out of diamonds. Diamond everything. Yes, 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 come along, Stanley, we have to go mining. It's funny, because the updated edition of the Stanley Parable is going to come out in 20 days' time. I wonder if it'll still have that Minecraft segment in it, or whether they'll change that ending up again. Because it used to be, in the original, when it was a mod, it used to be a Half-Life map, I believe. And then they made it Minecraft and Portal. I wonder if they'll change it again. There's a strider in a Minecraft tab I completely forgot about, and they're making cat sounds. The lesser spotted strider that talks in cat. Sure. We'll go with that. Mandatory grinding. I didn't need to. I just wouldn't have had any food if I didn't. I guess I did kind of need to, huh? Right, well. Anyways, I believe it's block gathering time. Which is gonna be thrilling stuff, I'm sure. But we need blocks. I need blocks, and lots of them. I do have a diamond pick, at least. I do have a diamond pick that I can enchant, at least. So that should make things a little bit quicker. Give me that efficiency 1. I don't think there's too much point in grinding any level 30s, because the main dangers at this point are going to be the lava and the void. And your prot falls do not help too much against that. Now, where did I put... Oh, I gathered a bunch of stone before. Over here. May as well keep harvesting stone from the same place. So this is going to be our life now for the next few minutes. I guess I need something to talk about, huh? Apples. I have an apple in my hotbar. Apples are cool. I usually have an apple a day. Occasionally 2. There's a nice parky, foresty kind of place fairly close by, and they have a bunch of different apple trees, all planted at the same time. But they're each a different variety, and there's a little sign at the base of each one that says what variety it is. Kind of surprising how many varieties of apple there are. I mean, there aren't that many there. There's maybe like 30 or something of them. I know there's a lot more of that which exist, generally. Not too much you can say about varieties of apple, though. All of them tend to say fairly similar things on their sign. First created / found in such and such place. Good for eating. Because you don't really keep around the apple varieties that aren't good for eating. Because what else are you going to do with them? There's a couple that are intended as cooking apples, of course. But they are in the minority. This is a very random subject I've chosen to talk about. I don't even know too much about apples, really. It's just something to waffle on about, I suppose. How many stacks of blocks do we have now? Almost 4 of them. That'll maybe do for a start. Maybe, he says, continuing anyway. I prefer grapes to apples, personally. Anyway. Extremely random subject of conversation aside, this should be more than enough blocks to get started with. Let's go and actually do stuff, huh? Didn't take as long as I feared it might. We have a good pick. So, strategy for the area that has the gas spawners all over around the box and a bunch of void is, I think, going to be a similar one to the creeper area, where we just make a tunnel. Make a tunnel in midair across the walls. Across the middle. Should have a floor, ceiling, a couple of walls. And we'll just slowly advance that nice enclosed bridge towards the middle. The go-to strategy for dealing with wall boxes that are floating in midair like that, surrounded by spawners. Not a strategy I've had to employ in some time. When was the last occasion of that happening? I don't remember the name of the map, but it was a small one. We were only talking about Terror Restore earlier. How far along can I get before I start tripping spawners and needing to make a much more reinforced bridge? What are these spawners around the outside? Those ones are ghasts. That one's a ghast. Are these ones blazes, I'm going to guess? Purely because that seems like the only other mob it realistically could be, unless there's something weird like skeletons riding bats or something. I don't think this map is quite that crazy on the custom mob front. So it's gonna be blazes. Yup. Yup. Arrow just bouncing off of that guy. probably a power wand, one of these bows. This bow. I guess power 1 tends to help a lot. Yeah, this is going to be slow going, but I knew that it would be. This is green. We have red back in the other direction down the corridor, and then black is going to lead off of red somewhere. Okay, well, most of the blazes have gone down into the void. We just back up again and let them do that for a second. Could kind of make progress in both of these areas at once, considering how close they are to each other. Like so, perhaps. Where did those creepers come from? Ah. There are a bajillion of them falling out of that hole up there. Ugh. When were crossbows even added? Crossbows exist in 1.12. Because I could maybe make one, but I'm not sure that they exist at this point. And I'm not actually sure that's going to be too much more helpful than a regular bow. Really? Torch. Kill the straggler, and immediately we have more spawn. Another block forward. And another. How close are we to that spawner now? Not too far, not too far. Blocks, blocks, and more blocks. We need all of the blocks. Blocks everywhere. Blocks for all the areas. Blocks for one and all. Alright, the problem is, I think that I actually have to go up there. Or at least, I'm not sure where else I'm going. And I'm out of arrows. .mp3. Oh, hey. You got bonked over here. That is a ludicrous quantity of creepers. Oh, this map is weird. Well, I will think about how to deal with that while I deal with this. Hi. You really have so little spawning space that you're spawning on the roof. Hmm? Hmm? Harumph. Oh. Boy. 2 blocks. What a daredevil I am. Okay, well there goes one spawner at the very least. I like this running back and forth, getting rid of things strategy. It's working quite well. Now then... let's block up all of this side so I don't get shot at. Now... how does one even get a glimpse of what's up there? Assuming, of course, that this is even where I need to go. Do I want glass? What I can maybe do to get a good look up there is use these. These will let me look through the gaps. And shouldn't let any mobs through. Okay. Dispatch the stragglers. Seal up this bit. Using so many blocks. Seal that. Seal that. Okay, room clear. Now then. All I see are creepers. Not especially helpful. How am I gonna get a look up there at all? It's just creepers. It's just a sea of creepers. Maybe if I put a light up there, that'll help somehow. It's all just creepers. All creepers all the time. "24/7 creepering hour." I expect to see a way forward, maybe. Because I don't know how else I'm going to get out of this room. This seems like the only conceivable way forward. Which is pretty ridiculous. But, you know. What if I manage to get 2 blocks in, and yet I can't get the 3rd? There. Well. This is a heck of a mob grinder. Not exactly what I want out of this place. But it does achieve that very well. I have no idea. It does have sweeping. I'm just not really high enough to use it, and I can't get higher, otherwise all the creepers are going to try and do that. And boom goes the entire situation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm clueless. I have no idea how I'm gonna get up there. assuming that up there is in fact the correct direction, but I don't know where else would be. These are all one-by-one gaps that I can't really get through. Yeah, this is just a zillion skeleton spawners. Nothing useful for me in there. And tear a couple of these walls back down again for blocks. Don't need all of this here now I've dealt with the blaze spawners and the skeletons. Alright, well, forget that for the time being. And here we have the ghasts. Hey, buddy. Fortunately, the map doesn't have custom mobs, and therefore these ghasts are not going to be strong enough to break my bridge. If they were, that would be an entirely different scale of problem. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yes, you do. This is insanity. How many ghasts have we got out here right now? How many dozen? Hey, I got one. Okay, out of blocks. Fireballs. Fireballs, fireballs, fireballs. Finally have armor that doesn't break like paper mache though. So that's cool. Well, I'm gonna need to pick up more food, gather more blocks, possibly gather more food. But we are about at time, and that is stuff that you do not need to watch me doing, so I am going to go and pick up those hay bales. Because there is a possibility that they may be trapped. So let's do that. And then I will gather a whole bunch of blocks and things off stream. Many, many stacks of blocks. And we'll see where we go from there. Any traps? Nope. Room was untrapped. I wanted to grab these as well, didn't I? Cool. Well, that is gonna about do it then. That is time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. Continued suffering. Hopefully next time we'll be able to beat the map. If we are going at the same pace that we have been for the last couple of streams, that seems likely. Hope that you enjoyed. He said again for the second time. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And until next time, I shall see you soon. I heard a witch. But which witch is which? We may never know.